are just so young, and you started out really, really young. When was the first time you stepped on stage?
Ooh, I don't know. Mom, what was the first time I stepped on stage?
Mom's here.
How old was I? 2.5.
Did your mom put you on stage? I'm guessing she did.
I was, when I was 2, I got a gift from my grandmother. Because they know, see, my family's not musical. You have to understand. This is sort of like the part you have to understand. And they'll tell you. They're just not. And so,
Crazy.
So my grandmother decided for my 2nd birthday that she'd give me an accordion.
Of course, because all 2-year-olds love playing the accordion.
Absolutely. It's a standard.
It's great for your fingers.
It's a new thing. So, so my grandmother gave me an accordion, and I was just obsessed with it. And so I kept playing, and I started kind of picking up things I was hearing on the radio. Apparently, this is what I hear. I don't remember this. You know, when you get old, your memory. But I started picking up things. I started, picking up things from the radio and sort of learning by ear and teaching myself some of these songs. And apparently one night we were at a restaurant where they have live music, and the band saw me playing, and they asked either mom and dad or something. Mom's looking at me like, you're telling the story all wrong. But apparently they noticed that I was playing along, and they asked my mom and dad, they were like, does he know any music? And my dad was like, yeah, he knows this song, this song, this song. And they pulled me up on stage, and I played with them for the first time. And I was like, yeah, that's what I want to do.
So I was wondering, what is your favorite number?
Favorite number? 7 for some reason. I don't know why. I just go with 7. Yeah.
It's a lucky number.
It's not quite half of 13. Yeah, I go with 7.
But who did you hear on the radio and say to yourself, I could sing like that. I can make my voice sound like that. Have you ever done that?
I don't know. I've tried to sing like a lot of people. Obviously Gary is one of them. I've listened to a ton of Keith Urban records. There's a little bit of that. There is a little bit of Mraz, actually, now that you mention it, and a little bit of like Michael Bublé, and you can go back and find like Stevie Wonder. But if you listen, it's so funny, if you listen to the first record, the debut record, there's also a lot of Ronnie Milsap too. I used to listen to tons of Ronnie Milsap, and even in like chord structures, the way I write and the way I think sort of musically, it dates back to a lot of the stuff that I've listened to of his.
Miss Margaret wants to know what you miss most about being away from home while you're on tour.
People, my mom and dad, my family, my friends. I got a great group of people out on the road that I love hanging with, and I'm really blessed to say that because, we actually hang out together when we're not on the road. I mean, when we're not like playing or whatever, on our days off, we still hang. Right. Most of the time. Every now and then we get sick of each other, but it's a good problem to have, that you're on the road so much and that you're so busy. But I do miss my friends and family here in Nashville.
How about Mom's cooking? Does she cook well? She's
yes.
here.
Oh my gosh, yes. Are you kidding? Yeah. No. Yeah.
I mean, we've got some pretty good food here with Chef's Market, but there's nothing like Mom's food. So what does she make for you when you come home?
Well,
that you love that you can't get on the road?
She doesn't name it after my songs though, so that's.
Oh, see, that would be funny if you came down for breakfast and she was like, "It's the wanted omelet right here for you." Okay.
But the reason we're saying that, everybody listening in, the food prepared here today has titles on it. Every dish is named after one of my songs, which is one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me.
They're pretty creative. Chef's Market.
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome.
I love it. Yeah, I think my favorite thing she makes actually is just some good old Cajun gumbo. That's my favorite. That's the jam, and it's getting cold now, so it's about time.
Ooh,
that's showtime. Yeah.
Spicy?
I'm not a big fan of the spice thing. Yeah.
Because then you'd need a storm warning.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
Not a question. I just want to thank you for writing that, and this really fell into what I wanted to do today.
Oh, perfect timing.
What are you looking at?
He's getting up. The gentleman in the white shirt has just gotten up.
Down on one knee.
He's
oh
pulled
my
out
gosh,
a ring
ladies and
from
gentlemen.
his pocket, and he's just presented it to the woman that he showed up with here today on the Big 98. I believe we have a proposal.
Perfect. Oh my
She's
gosh.
holding the Jasmine wanted to know, and again, this is coming from WSIX.com, our live chat that we're having right now. First thing you notice about somebody you meet, what's the first thing that you see and notice about them?
Typically, I don't want to say like confidence necessarily, but like happiness. You know what I mean? Like the smile, the sort of the vibe that they give off. You know what I mean? If they're yeah, it's just like it's a thing. It's a thing that that resonates with me for some reason. My whole group, part of the not only did I luck out and get awesome musicians and awesome people on the road, but everybody. It's like everybody I know from Louisiana is just always happy. It's just
there you go. It's like a little light that's inside of you, right? Kind of like always shining, and you can feel it. That's where the smile comes out.
I feel like you have to surround yourself with people, and you have to make yourself. you have to allow yourself to be happy with everything in life and just kind of take it as it comes and be that person and because, yeah, it can all disappear real quick and you got to enjoy it.
Absolutely. Okay, so you happy, ladies? We want to see some happy ladies in here. I think we do. Miss Taylor, this also is coming from, I want to say Twitter, #Hunter98 if you want to ask him a question. What's your most favorite song to perform live? And now, are we talking cover songs or are we talking Hunter songs? I think we're talking Hunter songs. We're talking Hunter songs.
Probably Love Makes Me. Because that's the one song in the show that I literally, I gave the electric part to Devo. I was like, here, you do this. And I just grab an acoustic and I start dancing around. I do my best Chris Martin impersonation. And because he's my hero. I want to be like him when I grow up. And there's just so much energy in those shows. And when I started playing Love Makes Me on acoustic, I found it was so much more fun to play.
Right.
Sorry, Devo. And but it's a fun song to play, a fun song to sing. It's got like a little bit of everything I listen to, right? It's got all my influences just crammed into one song. And I love playing it live.
Love Makes Me, there's your answer. Do you watch Wanted covers on YouTube? I guess you got a lot of covers of the song Wanted.
You know what? I've had the chance to see a couple, and yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, thank God you said awesome.
There's some seriously awesome covers. I mean, it's so crazy to watch somebody else sing my song and call it a cover, and it's like that's so cool. I'm still getting used to it. I'll never get used to it in a good way. You know what I mean? It's it's still just so cool.
Okay, so we've got a question over here. Let me get Amber over there because people can hear you on the other side of the radio. We can all hear you in here, but there's somebody looking at their radio. They want to know who the beautiful girl is asking a question.
My name's Amber too. But have you seen Megan and Liz's cover of Wanted yet?
I haven't yet. No.
You should.